Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode of What's It Like. Today I'm joined again by a show veteran, Mr. Jericho Lazo.
All right, pew 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 pew. Round two, let's get it.
Round two, and today,
Bad for seconds.
yes, we are talking about moving to new places. For today's big question, I will be asking Jericho, what's it like moving to a new state?
Amazing.
Amazing.
I
Pretty
mean,
big change from our last episode.
Oh yeah, we talked about me being broke.
Yeah.
Essentially, to moving.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. So for our background question, what state did you move from and when?
I moved from Honolulu, Hawaii. Yeah, or Hawaii, or however you want to pronounce it. Hawaii.
How is it actually pronounced for the people that don't know?
It's Hawaii.
So
yeah.
It's like, almost like a V?
Yeah, like
almost?
a V sound.
Interesting. I did not know that.
If I'm wrong, I'm gonna get my Hawaii island card revoked. Yeah, truly.
Let's hope. Were you opposed to the idea of moving or no?
No, not at all. I was actually craving to move badly. I wanted to jump ship. Yeah.
Why is that?
Mainly because it's an island, so it's like there's only so much you can do. You're literally your parameters are the island itself.
True.
And I don't know if you guys know this, but it's super expensive to live out there.
How comparable to the bay?
Comparable to the bay.
Like more or less?
Yeah, think of LA traffic on an island.
Oh.
And just everything's imported. So I think the last time I heard for a gallon of milk it's $10.
What?
Yeah.
Actually?
$8 to $10, yeah.
Oh my god.
It's crazy. It's stupid. Plus it's now that alternative milk is becoming a thing.
Uh-huh.
So we can only imagine how expensive that's becoming.
Oh my dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't even know. Jeez.
So things like that, or essentials even bread. I mean, well, we have our own bakeries there, but anything imported, meats and everything, you kind of have to deal with that import tax. That's what kind of kills you.
Damn. Well, glad you're here now. How was the transition to the new environment compared to Hawaii?
It was amazing. I don't know. For me, so backstory as to why the transition was a little bit easier was I grew up in Hawaii near Pearl Harbor base. So a lot of my friends were actually military who were Caucasian, Black, Hispanic. We were a pretty diverse school.
Gotcha.
And a lot of them were from we call it the mainland. So anyone that's basically the other states.
So you're already pretty exposed to the culture.
Yeah, and so I already knew people who were from Houston, from Texas, from other states, and it kind of got me curious as to there's more to life than just being here, stuck on a rock. Yeah, so transitioning was going from there and having already friends from other areas and then moving to the bay, it felt more natural because I felt like I was supposed to be surrounded by these type of people, or not these type of people, but it's easier for me to relate because I kind of have this sense of okay, these are the type of crowd that I can get along with.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
And then in terms of the culture, is there a pretty big difference between Hawaii culture and California culture?
Kind of so Hawaii culture, everyone's family, period. Everyone's your auntie, your uncle, your cousin. In the Bay Area, it's more so everyone knows each other in the community. You're not necessarily family, but you guys are all homies.
Yeah, you
essentially
know
kind of some familiar bonds where it's everyone is close in some way,
lots of mutuals.
A lot of mutuals, yeah, but not necessarily you would consider them family.
Gotcha.
Everyone back home, they're you consider each other cousins almost.
And here in the States, was it hard for you to make new friends or no?
No, not for me. I think for me, it's easy for me to talk to people and get to know people. And it just so happens that I think what made it easier was that I came here during college. So everyone's fresh. Everyone's trying to make some friends, especially as freshmen. Yeah. Not everyone's from the Bay Area. So you kind of have that already, that into the door of just making friends because everyone is trying to survive in college.
Yeah. That's probably a good time to come in because in high school, it's all the people that knew each other in middle school are going to the same high school. Yeah. Whereas in college, it could just be anyone.
Yeah.
What was your favorite thing about moving here?
Oh, getting away from the crazy church people.
Crazy church people.
I will say that back home, I was surrounded by very a very religious and tight-knit community, that was not for me. Me being like gay, queer, whatever you want to label it as, it's like that was a no, obviously.
Would you say they're like a lot, or would you say they're more closed-minded over there compared to California?
It's so weird. It's not necessarily that Hawaii people are closed-minded, they just don't know. You know what I mean? It's more so like they're super open to it, they're always welcome to it, but they don't know. But that's like Hawaii people in general. But church people, the church that I went to was pretty...
I see. They're pretty set on their values.
Yeah, they're pretty set on their values, or they're okay with it as long as it's not in their family.
I see.
If that makes sense. Yeah.
Going from your favorite thing, what was your least favorite thing about moving here, if any?
I think for me, trying to find food that was very like home. You know what I mean?
Oh, okay.
Like I feel like Bay Area, well, now that I'm more exposed and kind of had time to like explore and kind of figure out places, like now I can find food that reminds me of home. But there's definitely like desserts or snacks that like you can only
get in
Hawaii, or that you're like, I won't get it anywhere else unless I'm home.
Oh,
yeah,
that makes sense.
So I haven't had malasadas in hella long, or I haven't had a really good like to-go bento. Like you have, like I think here you literally have to go to Japantown or like all the way in SF to get a really good bento, but back home it's like 7-Elevens are stocked.
Really, with bentos and stuff?
Yeah, and everything.
That's
or like Japanese curry.
I feel like 7-Elevens are better everywhere else except for America.
Yeah, no, here it's like shit. Like you literally get like, I mean, then again, taquitos. I learned to love taquitos.
I like them, but I always just don't feel good about myself after.
Yeah, definitely no. I think everywhere else has like way better 7-Elevens.
Yeah.
Like Hawaii has stacks and stacks of musubis and even hand rolls. Like we'll have it back home, and like steamed buns and everything. Oh god. Yeah, I can have a totally... I can talk about 7-Elevens all day.
Maybe a different episode.
Yeah, different episodes for sure.
Which place do you like better and why?
Oh, Bay Area. Bay Area for sure.
Yeah?
So this is another thing. I feel like me figuring out who I am and like entering my adulthood and being able to like fully experiment and express myself is kind of why I prefer the Bay Area. It's because this is my home now, you know?
It resonates with you better.
Yeah, this is where I was able to kind of develop like a network that I was like, okay, this is like, these are my family. This is like my chosen family.
Yeah.
Versus back home, it's more so like having to fall under the restrictions of whatever community, whatever, yada, yada, yada. Like I still miss my best friends from back home. I miss you guys. Don't think I don't. But I fuck heavy with my friends now. Yeah. Because they just get me.
So you think it feels more like a home here?
Yeah, definitely.
Gotcha. Would you ever move back?
No. I don't. I would love to visit. I think Hawaii, once you move out, it's a place to visit. It's a place to kind of just kick back, revisit some old memories. But I wouldn't say that I would want to move back, especially just with how things back home are right now, like with gentrification and all that nonsense. It's kind of really hard to see it as a place to settle again. It's a great place to like raise your kids. They have really good like family values, but I feel like I could find that same level of like a safe space for my children elsewhere. Yeah.
I think for me, I gained a newfound appreciation for Las Vegas kind of after I left. Yeah. And realized the things that they don't have here. Yeah. Which is like less traffic.
No, definitely. Yeah.
Cheap and very cheap. Also 24/7 food is underrated. Yeah. Vegas, like hella places are 24/7.
Well, because you moved here too, was it hard for you to transition?
Not necessarily. I was always out of the house, so it was kind of like easier for me to just like, it was easy for me to be alone. Yeah. So like that wasn't that hard. Getting friends, kind of just befriended people in my major, and then through my student organization, that's how I was able to make pretty much all the friends that I have now. Yeah. So yeah, wasn't that bad. Like all my family pretty much like is based here in California. So I've been here tons of times. Like I already know what it's like. So it was pretty easy.
I feel like for you, because that you have family out here and you kind of fly between both, it's almost the same. Like it's like the same level of consistency versus I think for me, the reason why the transition had to be a big transition was because it was all my family's back home, and versus like here I have like, well, now that my parents and everything moved up here for sure, like back then when I first came here, it was literally just me and my sisters, you know, and that's like such a big change from like
I see
jumping, whereas you already had.
Yeah, I was kind of already more comfortable.
Yeah,
knowing that I had people around.
Yeah.
Any advice for people that may be moving to a new state or looking to move to a new state?
If you have the privilege, because it is a privilege to be able to just move.
Definitely.
Definitely think about where you're going and the community that you're surrounding yourself with.
Lots of research.
Yeah. So, okay, well, there's different advice I can give. If you are doing it for college purposes and you're moving because of college, like get active on campus.
Yeah.
That's literally going to be your support for the next few years. That's literally who my family. Yeah. I consider
it's
family.
It's the easiest
now.
way to make friends.
Yeah. It's the easiest way to make friends is just join an organization. Even if it's out of just pure curiosity, cultural, a new hobby, or something that sports even. God, I mentioned sports in this. Do it. It's going to be beneficial. If you're moving to somewhere new entirely, not because of school, but just because you're moving, definitely, I think, Yelp. Yeah. Because I feel like people forget that, like, food plays such a big importance in your culture and,
Definitely.
Like, how you feel. Like, I've met people who've moved from out of state who are like in SF and they're like miserable because they're just like, I don't have any like food from my culture represented, or they can't find anything that they enjoy, and so they just eat out and like they just live off of fast food. So it's weird. People don't think about that, but like Yelp,
that's a big
your
factor.
area. Yeah.
For sure. Well, that about wraps it up. Thank you so much for reappearing on the show.
Definitely.
Anything you'd like to shout out for the people?
Life update. I'm not broke anymore. Yeah, so I just want to clarify, last time I was on here, I had basically no job.
Yeah.
Well, I was working at Starbucks for really crap pay. But now I work at like a luxury consignment store as a barista. Yes, so I'm making...
We're making real drinks.
We're making real drinks, not none of that like sugar down drinks. But that's just a life update. I didn't want to seem like I was still like scrapping for change here.
Yeah.
But
making moves.
Making moves, slowly but surely.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And then, as always, check out social media. Check out his podcast, the Urinal Podcast. Season 2 coming very soon.
Hopefully. But yes.
Yeah. And with that, let's send it over to the transition. Hello everyone, thank you so much for watching another episode of What's It Like. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe for more content just like this. And if you have any ideas for any topics that you'd like to hear talked about, feel free to leave them in the comment section down below. Alright, until next time.